Ladies and gentlemen, Just Sunstrider here. Welcome back to some more. This is the Police 2. And before we continue on, I just want to apologize for not getting up anything on yesterday. Just the night before, I was just out of it, and I didn't feel like recording anything. And another thing, I know not a lot of people watch it, but this is actually supposed to be Sunrider Mask of Archaidist, but because I don't feel like dealing with the god-awfully unfair difficulty spike of that game, even though I'm probably on the final mission, I just don't want to deal with it. So do some This is the Police, make sure you got some of this in the backlog, and then I'll continue on Sunrider another time. I just don't feel like playing it right now. But it is December 5th, let's see who didn't come into work. Yep. Of course. Great. Awesome. Wonderful. That was a lot of people that didn't show up, actually. And a lot of other people that are pissed drunk. That's great. Auto assign, investigation, send our lowest dude. Oh, what do we got? Outfit and assign your strike team. Day of the assault. B. You may be piss fricking drunk, but whatever, you're going in there. Who do we got for this one? Oh. If I try tomorrow, it's too late to save up and to start earning by any means necessary. Like most retired cops, say it was getting my ears open even when I'm drinking, so yesterday at the bar I overheard a conversation you guys was having about the Blitzman. They say the scumbags that escaped justice. You really think you really want to catch those guys with a weapon anyway? I'm ready to share information that'll help you get back to the kill again. But it's not for free, of course.
Code I. $521 in progress.
Shit, we don't have the people ready because they ain't.
547 in progress.
Oh, this is gonna be a horrible day. This is gonna be a horrible day. Okay, don't have anything for that one. We need 2 people for that one, and we don't have anything for this one. Today's gonna be a horrible day. What's this? Oh, right, yeah, you're wounded. That one's a false alarm at least. Oh my god, that was a false alarm too? We have nobody available. What the hell is this? We can't do absolute bullcrap. Just up this dude. Where the hell did all those people go, though? Like, a theft. Like, what the hell? Okay, deal with the theft and get your asses back here.
540 in progress.
Oh, we can't fucking do this. Because you don't count as an actual cop or anything like that. I like how this is going really fast, but that ain't going fast at all. I'm sorry, we can't do anything. What's this? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't do any of that. Can you go there by yourself? Absolutely bloody not.
.526 in progress.
Oh, we're gonna lose so much shit. Civilian was killed. Fucking rip. We got a couple of things here. Attempted murder. Go there. You can't. Damn it. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sadly can't do that. And we don't have anything for that either. Oh, this was a horrible day. Oh, can't even do this? Guess we have to. I can't buy anything. God, that day sucked. You're still healing. Y'all motherfuckers need to come in tomorrow. Y'all motherfuckers better come in tomorrow. Oh boy. Okay. Right, investigation stuff. Alright, we gotta make up for yesterday, boys. Don't have anything for this, though. One gold bar.
.514 in progress.
Carjacking, go, and go. go. All of you, be gone.
.518 in progress.
They take you off? No. Mr. Nash, in my line, it pays to be able to recognize the person in need. To there to be right at a time. Given up hand, I can offer you a loan of 400. Modest interest. You'll have to repay your debts plus 500 in interest. But unlike my colleagues, I do not hurry my clients to or break their legs. Unless they're completely idiots, of course, but I am confident in your ability to repay me. Alright, that helps.
526 in progress.
Is it murder? We don't have the people for that right now. I'm sorry. Suspect in a drowned jacket has picked up a brick off the ground. Apparently, that's the special car's window to get the door open. Sneak.
514.
Damn straight. Now get your asses back here.
553 in progress.
A very thin guy is banging a baseball bat on the glass case where the pastries are laid out. Saleswoman is trying to calm him down. We'll make some more tomorrow. The peaches are still in stock. Do we have any sneaky motherfuckers here? No, we don't.
.518 complete.
Oh, you asshole.
.554 in progress.
Dang it. Oh, this is all not good. We don't have anything for this. No, we don't.
.510 in progress.
.420. More moolah money. That was a false alarm. Cop grabs the rig's drunk driver, puts his face in the asphalt next to the fire extinguisher, faints, and gulp the blue sedan.
510 complete.
At least that went well.
514 in progress.
Great.
Complete.
I do not have enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we might be fucked. Oh, if only I had that sooner. Yes, that kid is tough. He gave me a thrashing. I barely got out of there. It's grunted, but I said that he was still waiting for a minute to break kneecaps. Oh, hurry up! Come on, you damn thing. Turn on your sirens and get your ass over here. Alrighty then. Tomorrow's shift if I'm even here tomorrow.
Mr. Boyd, finally. I was starting to wonder if you were going to spend the night.
Shut your mouth.
Mr. Boyd, listen, I understand you don't talk much. I get it. After all, you would never have... Well, you wouldn't have been able to do what you've done if you were a chatterbox. Yeah? But I'm not asking you for a big speech. I'm not asking you to give me a master class in corruption. No, nothing like that. I'm only asking for one small story about the De Vroom painting. The newspapers never gave out too many details since the investigation was ongoing. But what's the difference now? What's left to hide? The painting couldn't be found, right? You made extra sure that it couldn't be found. Well, let's drink a beer sometime. Not today. No, tomorrow, or the day after, or the day after the day after tomorrow. Just whatever's good for you. You see, I'm really interested in this. How did you pick that job? I mean, what did you want with that picture? I mean, that one in particular. It's a pretty specific
Somebody's
choice.
not very
It's
interested.
It's a controversial artist. The critics don't agree. I've never heard of corrupt officials stealing paintings. They all take bribes, just bundles of money in paper bags, you know. Of course, I'm not comparing you to those ordinary rotten geezers. Not at all. I just wanted to say that even though I don't know all the details, I see that you've got your own style. Whether you realize it or not, that's why the press called you the Caesar of corruption. You can find lots of kings of corruption in the newspapers. There's a new one every month, but I've never seen a Caesar. Because Caesar, that's not about the scale, but the style. Style is everything, right?
Completely ignored. Fucking rip. So is this where I lose the game because I didn't pay the dude?
Please, Mr. Boyd.
Why on earth should I get into the car with a stranger?
Given your history, I'd imagine that you often had to get into a car with strangers. Back in Freeburg.
Freeburg is different.
Is it really so different?
Absolutely.
Friendlier?
Warmer.
Well, that's not saying much. Anywhere's warmer than here.
How?
Excuse me?
How did you know who I was?
How many ads were there?
Ads?
Well, I'd be willing to bet that when you came here, you went looking for housing in the newspaper ads. How many ads did you look at?
I don't know. Maybe a dozen.
But you chose this house. Why?
Because it stands away from everything.
Well, that's a reasonable choice. Unfortunately, the neckties choose their houses by the exact same principle. They stash their goods in isolated houses until they can find a big buyer, but they don't settle into the house. They let someone else rent it. It's safer that way.
Look, I'm not interested in how these neckties do business. I just want to know how they found out my real name.
I'm not a big fan of drug dealers, Mr. Boyd, but I have to give them their due. Many of them are amazingly smart, much smarter than your average drug dealer, you know. And the man who was appointed to watch your house, Arthur Sherman, well, it turns out he's quite the brain. He even went to college. Can you imagine?
Oh my god, a drug dealer
Arthur
that went to
is
college,
so
probably a
clever that when he
dropout.
realized that you're Jack Boyd, he didn't report it to his bosses. You see, the Ties are a wandering gang. Yesterday they worked in Ripton, today they're here, tomorrow they'll be somewhere else. They just shoot you to be safe, and that would be the end of it. But Arthur is clever, and he knew how valuable the information was, so he did the clever thing and brought it to me.
But how did he know who I was? How exactly?
Ask him yourself when you get the chance. Oh, looks like we've arrived.
So are these the feds or what? I don't understand what's going on here.
Mr. Boyd, are you coming?
Are you completely out of your mind? I'm a wanted man. I shouldn't be showing my face in public, even if it is old and shaggy.
Come on, Mr. Boyd. There's only drunk pigs and sweaty strippers in there. Nobody'll even look at you. Don't you want to drink a mug of draft beer for the first time in months and burp loud enough that everyone hears? Aren't you tired of hiding? Don't you just want to be an ordinary person?
You saw where I live. Now I want to see where you live. Don't you think that's fair?
Okay, you win. But I'll never believe that you don't miss letting loose.
That's not the only thing I miss. Not the only thing, and not the main thing.
I understand.
What is going on here? Couple armed guards, classic.
Well, here's where we live.
What? We can't go inside?
Well, I didn't go into your house. I stood 100 yards away. Now we're even. Don't you think that's fair?
Arthur Sherman. I want to talk to him.
Mick, Bring Sherman here. I'm sure he must still be awake.
How many cigars is this dude gonna go
Sean
through?
told me about this Captain Britt Carter of yours. Now, if you want,
It won't be a problem.
You sure?
I can manage.
Well,
If you have any difficulties,
I mean-
just let me know. I could, well,
And I thought you were a smuggler, not a butcher.
I don't like the word smuggler.
Then maybe you shouldn't smuggle.
Well, I'll put it this way. I don't like what you mean by the word smuggler. You must be right. Freeburg and Sharpwood are very different. What kind of goods came through Freeburg? Automatic weapons? Heroin? People? I'll be honest with you, I can't brag that I never had to trade in the first, second, or third, but my most popular product is canned soup. Mushroom soup comes in a little red jar. Now this is coming from a man who spent over 30 years eating a tasteless soldier's rations and not complaining. And I can assure you that this soup is the most disgusting meal in the world. When you pop open the jar with a can opener, this smell immediately bolts up your nose. The smell of despair, you know? It's impossible to suck down this vomit without thinking for even a second that your life is going nowhere. Sharpwood kids, when they grow up and leave this place for the rest of their lives, they'll always shudder when they remember this awful soup. But only the lucky ones, the few who manage to get out. The rest will live here for the rest of their days, eating smelly soup and then feeding it to their own children. Because without 12-cent soup, they'd all die. I give them this life, with the smell of despair. Bitter, but life. I don't know what cruel word to call what I'm doing, but I'm definitely not a smuggler. And I want that... Oh, there's your college boy, Mr. Boyd.
Give me a cigarette. Still alive, Mr. Boyd? Oh, wow.
How did you know who I was?
Were you really hiding all that well? You hitchhiked on your way to Sharpwood. Well, not to Sharpwood, of course, but to Big Rift. And from there you walked on foot, but before Big Rift, a red-haired guy named Locke drove you. Picked you up at a bus stop 70 miles down the highway. Buses from Garensburg pass that stop every 6 days. In Garensburg, you spent 2 nights at the Stone Woodpecker Hotel. I called down there and had a nice chat with Mrs. Hopper, who...
Just stop! So you're really that clever, Arthur Sherman? Proud of your little investigation?
If I'd known this investigation would turn me into a hostage to rednecks playing toy soldiers, I wouldn't have stuck my nose in your business, Mr. Boyd.
Hostage?
Arthur can't leave the barracks. It's for his own safety. In addition, he likes to live by military regulations. Isn't that right, Arthur?
This shit you're pulling here isn't military order. It's the middle of the night, but everyone's awake.
He's right, Mr. Boyd. It's high time for bed.
So do I get to play the game or what?